Hello geometry students. Last video I taught you about how to find the volumes of pyramids. Today we're going to do some problems about it. For volumes of pyramid, this is on page number 342 to 343 from Big Idea Student Journal, Geometry's Big Idea Student Journal. So let's move to our very first problem. So we discussed about the case how many pyramids we need to fill a prism. Then we figured out that we need three pyramids to fill a prism. So our final formula, we learned that volume of a pyramid is one thing we know that volume of a prism is base area times height. But when we are finding the volume of pyramid, it's 1/3 because we need 3. So you say 1/3 or you say divided by 3. It is the same thing. So up to you, whatever form is convenient for you. So we're using this formula in this uh, section. So let's move to that. So we need base area. Two things we are supposed to know. We need base area and height. So always let's start looking at the base. So first question, find the volume of the pyramid. So this is a pyramid. They're meeting here at apex. So let's find out the base. This is the base here. And what is the shape of the base? Base is a triangle. So it means we have to find the area of this given triangle. So we have the height of the triangle. This height is given, that is 4, and the base is given. So you just ignore the rest of the figure. Just think it's a triangle. You are supposed to find base. What's the area of base? Base is, we know the base area. The B means, B stands for, keep in mind, B stands for base area. So we have to multiply this time this. So that's going to be 4 times 6 over 2. That's the area of a rectangle. Area of rectangle is basically, if this is your, area of a triangle. If this is your triangle, this is A, and this whole bottom length is B. So area will be, in that case, your area of triangle will be A times B over 2. That's your so don't get confused. Usually here we say, because in triangle we say base times height over 2. If you're using two base words, you will get confused. So that's why I used A and B. So you need to have the height of the triangle, and you have to have the bottom measurement, multiply both, divide by 2. So that's a base area. So when you just cross cancel, you get 12 centimeters square. That's your B. Now you have your formula, original formula. So you use that. Volume is base area times height over 3. So just plug it in. Base area is 12. Height we know now. Height is given. This one is the height. This is the height, 9. 12 times 9 over 3. So let's simplify it. You simplify it, cross cancel, up to you, whatever method you like. So that's 36. But is that answer complete? No. Without unit there is no meaning. So it should be centimeter or centimeter square or centimeter cubed. Because you're finding the volume, it is supposed to be cubed. So 36 centimeter cubed is your answer. Let's move to the second question. Again, as I told you, always try to look for the base. Let me just draw the line from here. Always try to look for the base. So we are going to identify the base here first. So when I look at it, I see this is the base. I have to find my base area. I have to look for, this is actually 6 means it's a square. So base area is the side square. So side square means 6 square. In this case, B is side square. Okay. So that is 36 inches square. Area is in square, volume is in cubed. Now we are going to use our basic formula, this one, that volume is base area times height over 3. Let's plug it in. Base area is 36, and in this case height is this one. This is the height of the pyramid, 8 over 3. Now you cross cancel, up to you, and that's you get 96. What's the unit? Inches cubed. That's the answer. So you need two things. You need base area and you need height. If you have these two things, you can always find the volume. Let's move to the next problem. Same kind of problem. Now always try to find the base. Base is this one. That's a square. So now our base area is what? 4 square. That's 16 yards square. But we're finding the volume. We know base area times height over 3. And height they have been given us. This is the height. This is the height. That's 9 yards. So base area is what? 16. Height is 9 over 3. Simplify it. You get 48 yard cubed. That's your answer. Let's move to the next problem, 4. Now we see we have a shape here on bottom. That's the base here. But when I look at the measurements, I see it's not a square. It's 11 and 7 means it's going to be a rectangle. So, and what is the height of this pyramid? The height of pyramid is, this is the height of pyramid. So if I'm finding my base area first, so I have to find the area of this base. That's 11 times 7, that is 77 meter square. Now we have to find the volume. Volume is what? Base area times height over 3, because we need 3 pyramids to fill a prism. So whatever the formula for prism is, we divide it by 3. So let's plug it in. 77 times 15 over 3. So cross cancel. When I multiply, I get 385 meter cubed. That's my answer. All right, I hope you get it. Let's move to question number 5. Now same thing, base area times height over 3. Unfortunately, they have given us the base area, and this is a different complex figure. You see 3, 4, 5. It's a pentagonal shape. So we need to know the area of this. Either they give you different things, but the good thing, they gave us the area directly. So that's actually B. We don't have to calculate B. And they have been given our height. Height is 5 of the pyramid. So it's one of the simplest problem here. So we don't have to calculate B because they gave the base area. So base area times height over 3. Base area is what? 27. Height is 5 over 3. Cross cancel, or you use your way of solving that. 45 centimeter cubed. That's your answer. All right, let's move to question number 6. Now here in that case, you have to identify the base area. Base, this is the base. When I look at the base, that's a rectangle. 4 feet by 1 feet. It's a rectangle. And then the height they have given us, this is the height. We are taking this as a height. So let's first find out our B, base area. B is 4 times 1, that is 4 feet square. And what's the volume? That's base area times height over 3. Base area is what? 4. Height is what? 6 over 3. You simplify it and you get 8 feet cubed. That's your answer. All right, I hope you get it. Let's move to last 4 problems. Question number 7. You have to find the indicated measure here. So let's see what's given in this case. Pyramid with a square base. Base is square and has a volume this and height 6 inches. Find the side length of the square base. So it means the base is square. This thing you have to keep in mind. What is the base? And volume is given. So we start with the volume formula. So volume is given. So we know volume is base area times height over 3. So whatever we know, We're just going to plug it in. So volume is what? 128. Base area. Do they have base area given here? No, it's not given. So just leave it as it is. And the height is 6 inches. Just plug it in over 3. Now solve it. So you get 128 is 2b, 2 base area, and base area divide by both sides by 2, you get 64. Base area is 64. And keep in mind it's a square base, means your base has to be like this. If I say the area of this base is 64 and that is a square base, means side times side. So that's the area. So it's just split it as a simple question. The area of a square is 64. What is the side of the square? So you have base area is 64 and base area is side square is 64. Take the square root of both sides as a square root of 64, that is 8 units, but here it's given in inches, so it's inches, 8 inches. So you got the side of the square base. Alright, so keep in mind they must have made a square base like this, so you should have been, it's like this, the picture is something like that. So this is S, this is S. Now we're talking about, now the base is changed. Question number 8, a rectangular base is given for pyramid. The volume is given, same kind of question. The rectangular base is 3 feet, base is 3 feet and the width is 1.5 feet. The length of rectangular base is 3 feet and width is given. So means now if you want me to draw, I can draw it again. It is just like this. You have a rectangular base. So may not look like rectangle. Let me just fix it here. Yes, let me fix it here. It was not. That's a rectangular base, and then if you're trying to make a pyramid, means it should be something like this. So they have been given you the rectangular base, what's the measurement? That's 3 feet by 1.5 feet. They have given the volume. They want you to find what is the height of this pyramid. They want you to find this height. This height is what? We use the same thing. So we know the volume formula is base area times height over 3. Let's plug it in. Volume is 6. Base area is 3 times 1.5. If I am finding base area 3 times 1.5, I can use that. That's 4.5. I can plug it in. 4.5 and height is what? I don't know height, over 3. And then I can simplify it, and up to you, how do you want to solve it? So 1.5 h is 6, divide by both sides by 1.5, 6 over 1.5, that is 4. So height is 4, it's in feet, 4 feet. That's your answer. I hope you get it. Let's move to question number 9. Question number 9, it talks about volume of a triangular base. A pyramid which has a triangular base, that's given 8 cubic centimeter here, and the height of the pyramid is 9 centimeters. Of the triangular base is 3. The height of the triangular base is 3 centimeters. Find the width of the base. So basically what they have been told here, they have told here that if this is a triangle here, all right, that's a triangle here, triangular base, and suppose I'm imagining it's a pyramid, so means they all are meeting somewhere on top. So they have basically given us the volume, and then they have given us the height of this pyramid, means they gave us the perpendicular height, that's 9, and then they have given us the height of this triangular base. That's height is 3. So they want us to find how much is this. All right, so let's do that. What do we know? Volume is base area times height over 3. And what is volume given here? 8. Base area, do we need know that? No. Height of the pyramid is what? 9 over 3. Now solve it. So when I solve it, so in this case, so let me see, height is 9, base area, so this is something, let me see, so base area, oh that's 18. I wrote the wrong one. All right, it's not 8, it's 18. Now 3b is 18, divide both sides by 3, you get base area is 6. Once you get your base area, so base area is what? 6. So base area, we know, if I'm not now, I'm just looking at the bottom one. If this is the triangle, I know the area of this triangle is 6 and I know the height is 3. What's the base here? This thing is how much? Simple question. So it's basically, if this is not given, I can assume it to be, this is, I'm assuming it to be x. So x times 3 over 2. That is 6. X times 3 over 2. Cross multiply, 3x is 12. X is, divide both sides by 3, you get 4. And what's the unit here? Centimeter. X is 4 centimeter. Let's move to question number 10. The figures, they have been said that pyramids are similar, and then you have to find the volume of pyramid B. If they're similar, I said the ratio of their volume is equal to the cubed of their scale factor. So what can we write? VA over VB is equal to K cubed. And one thing, K cubed, K is what here? K is just the basically the ratio of their corresponding linear measurement. So HA over HB. I'm taking A on top because keep in mind here my A on top. So here when I take the scale factor, the same thing will be on top. So K is that. So K cubed is what? This thing. So I'm just going to plug it in here. So that's going to be HA over HB whole cubed. Now you just plug in the values. Volume of A, first pyramid, is given 125. Second one is not given, that we're supposed to find. And HA is what? That's 15. Height of first pyramid is 15. Second pyramid is 10. You can see this is the height given, this is the height given, this is the volume given, and the volume here is VB is missing. And let me make it A. That's whole cubed. And now you just cross multiply and you solve the expression. So VB is what? You're going to get 10 times 10 times 10 times 125 over 15 times 15 times 15. You solve it, and when you solve it to the nearest tenth, your answer is going to be 37 inches. All right, inches cubed, because it's about volume, so that's going to be 37 inches cubed. Either you can cross cancel here, up to you, whatever you want to do, your choice. Let's move to next one, very last one. I added this question about a composite solid because you didn't have any composite solid question in your journal, so I thought of adding that. It's about a composite solid and you have to find the volume. So what you have to do, you have to split the composite solid, like it's made of, like what are the solids together make that composite solid. When I look at the right hand side, I see the top is pyramid and the bottom is what? The bottom is a prism. That's a prism. and actually a special kind of prism because all values are same. 666. When all three dimensions for prisms are same, it becomes a cube. So actually it's the volume of cube and pyramid together. They together makes the composite solid. If I have to find the volume of the whole composite solid here, I would be adding volume of this one, top and bottom. Top is a cube, so volume of solid here is volume of cube plus volume of pyramid. Cube is what? It's base area times height. Keep in mind, you may think how I got s cubed here is base area times height. That's the volume for prism. What's the base area? This is side, side and side. All are same. Base area is side square. Height of the prism is side. Side square times side is side cube. So if it is a cube, you can directly use s cubed, side cubed instead of base area times height. Then volume of pyramid is what? 1/3 base area times height. So base area, so if this is for pyramid, you can see for this pyramid that's the base, and again this is 6 and this is 6. So that's going to be 6 square, and height is again this is going to be 6. That's given 6 over 3. So that's the expression. When you simplify, you get 288. 288, and it's about the volume, and the unit is in meters, so it's 288 cubic meters. So I hope you get it. If you don't get it, please let me know. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.